Hi, this is Reese from CreataCRM, and today I'm going to be showing you our new quote app. Now, this is the new features that we have in web apps, which is Spa and client pages, that has been released in February 2018. Now, we've had a video beforehand, but what this means is that we are actually bringing in all these particular elements from quoting systems, scheduling systems, feedback forms, anything you really name, and we've created single page applications or pages that you can inject into your system to have a single purpose or multiple purposes to bring in people from externally from Creata and bring in the data and give you leverage in your organization. So that means that a lot of companies have Creata to design it for automation marketing, sales, prospecting and quoting and many other things. But also what we're finding is a lot of people wanting a single purpose app just to use for one thing, for users that are on the road for doing job controlling situations or quoting on site and making it easier. The big thing we're having is keeping it easier, which we have achieved with this. So what that means is that you get the bang for your buck for all these applications you have. You can start producing a few that are getting along in the tooth, or it's you wanting to leverage the power of Creata and have one. So let's look at the example. Now, inside of Creata we have right now is a quoting. Now, just if this is an example we have done, we can just change the code to do invoicing or sales orders or whatever it is. And clients have already asked us to do this for point of sales and many other elements. But this is Creata where people, loggers can log in, they click on the new quote and create a new quote, and off they go. And so what they have found with people who have a desktop and a tablet are happy to use this particular facility and add it through the quote as they go through, and it gives them a number of controllers and ability to review the data and review the contents of that customer and so forth to have a better customer relationship. That's important, but also what we're finding is people want to access the data just one step and see the client and then do the order. So in this system here we have things like product services, which I've got in here, and you've got, for example, the products, and you've got the beautiful images of the products in here that you guys can upload those images and put the pricing and add it to warehousing and putting different elements in here as you go through. But now we want to actually leverage it so you can have a single purpose application. They can put a shortcut desktop on your computer, so I'm going to do that now. So what I've done is put a shortcut, and it's in the demo private page new quote section there. Now you give that hyperlink and email to your staff, and they can have it on their mobile phone. They click on it and they will get this view straight away. Now and this can be totally customizable. Now for this one here, it searches the database, so it's just pretty much when it gives them a single purpose process, if you want to call that as well, where first with this application that we're designed, and it's free for those people, we can publish it on your site, that you can first you got to choose the client, and it gives them a process where in Creata you've got all these elements that the people are using, and sometimes when you're distributing it out to salespeople, training them on software can be quite intensive. So what we have found is give them a single purpose application that they can just tag on to, instead of, like, for example, creating contacts and companies and explaining what a company and a contact is and all these different elements that comes into having skills and really understanding, clients and customers and people in organizations. You can just go, look, use this app and start off, which is like, for example, it's just going to be searching the company table in here. Simple as that. So in concatenate, in this app with concatenate, again, all this is easily compiled and stripped out for your needs, and we can customize it for you. But for this one, we're going to be searching in the database like Reese Harper from CreataCRM. Now notice that's very quick. Now in the other systems itself, you can just you have to go to contact view and search Reese here. Now still fairly simple in a sense, but have you noticed that you don't need too much explanation about this, because the management team want to use Creata for a lot more than just taking orders. They want to leverage it with the client's buying power, creating all these rules to, you know, if they like NFL or AFL, whatever it is, or what type of products that they want, send out tasks and meetings and all these things. So that's the Power Creator in one application. But when you give it to new people, or give it to people who say, look, keep it simple, I've heard that probably so many times, you start just saying, look, you know what, go into here and select Reese Harper. And sure enough, it will select Reese Harper, and it adds Reese Harper on the top left. And this is so simple for these users to use. The next stage is choose a product. Now, as you can see in the product section inside of Creator, you can go into, I've got product services, and you've got those list of product services in here. In this way of doing it, displays it in a nice UI interface or user interface where it gives you the images of the products in here. We're sure they can come into here and click on here and just view the products and go next, next, next. But this will give you just pretty much, you know, how much you can order on their prices on there. They can ask for more information by preloading that information. And you can see just a nice display on your mobile phone what it is, and you can show your customers what the product is, any other description that you have. So we're just going to go back to item. Again, you can just do the same thing for other products and just view it, and off you go. So add to item, then goes back to there. So then you start making orders similar to shopping carts. We're just going to add one here, and it'll pop up saying you've added one to the cart. You want 3 chairs. You want a recliner for the guys, and you need some desks as well. We need one of those. Okay, and we need a table. So as you're going through it, you're just going through. Actually, you want 6 of those. You've now gone through the order and gone out of the product, searched them. You can just obviously search really quickly for products and then adding them into your shopping cart. Now we've got 6 items in here. We're going to click at checkout here now. It gives you the total in X tax in here and all the quantity and items in here as well. Now here's the, you can click on the items and go back here and just review what the products of the purchase. Now I'm just going to delete the item, say no, don't want this one here and don't like this one. So you can just delete them as you go. Now for this one here, this can be changed to a sales order or even an invoice. You can now get the client to sign off on that. For this one here, if you're on site and you want to go please sign here for the order, you just the person will use a finger and put their initials in here and then click on the checkout there. Now what that has done is popped up and said created quote 3 in here. So that is how the person has created a quote really quickly and sped through it, as the purpose of these apps is when you adopt new people and you really want to get into sales straight away, you don't need a full demonstrate or train them on a full functionally application in here. You can go give them the app to say off you go and just do an order here, and they can get used to the system, and then they can nurture through the other parts of the applications. Now I just want to show you that you've now created quote 3, and it's giving you the quote in here with the line items of the office chairs, the deluxe earns executive chair, and all those particular bits and pieces, and just assign it to the contact Reese Harper and CRM. Now there's other elements. Now this particular area is pretty good for when the person who's taking the order, the manager can actually check it and check his work as well and review is this the right pricing model for this particular client, yada yada yada. But it helps you to review it. It reviews that you've got the signature in here in a nice section here. You've got the quotes and quote items connected to the person, and if you know we've set up the email, you can press send email and off it goes and sends to the client as well, or dispatch and whatever it needs to be done. But that kind of helps you just in an app that we have done for our clients, a single purpose app that does one thing, and you can just put that shortcut for a mobile phone, tablet, whatever it is, and just quickly do certain processes, and it's really clean and it's fast, which is 2 points that people want, and easy to use, which is probably the 3rd point. So that saves you to do amazing things. Now there are some technical things that we've achieved in this, which is we've got our own API, and also what we have is you can custom your API to only do certain aspects on that API to make it faster and also highly secure. But we won't go that in this video, but that's the information for this demo as well. Hopefully you enjoy it, and there's plenty more, but there's coming through very shortly of all these different apps that we've created as well. But we're speeding through the apps inside of the fence to really help our business really speed their process up, and hope that helps. And any more questions, give us a call. Thanks.